tycoon that's sicker than tide forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the move.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got CJ Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers for Ayuk a week ago. 5 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they take the flag and the yardage to come. They run the counter with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Play action. Here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The Colts at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, Colvin. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Stroud's throwing to the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Stroud looking to throw.
And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And his throw here is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The second down throw now from Stroud. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Second and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Stroud on 3rd down now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Norton. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Looking to throw. Norton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is taken at about the 14.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll run on 1st down. Colvin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Colvin. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that
touchdown Colts. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action. Norton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Norton. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing again. Norton. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Norton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. James Cook, 14 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working left side. Andrews with it, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for Andy. 52 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play.
Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing to start the drive. Norton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Norton. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Play action. Stroud now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2, right here 3. Remember, if it's 2 in a row, we hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 3rd and 2, Norton. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on third down.
Norton, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Norton. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Norton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Colvin, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Slide for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. but this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from